Hi students, in this video we are going to learn about equations of parallel planes. If two planes are parallel means we already learnt that DRs, that is direction ratios of the normal of the planes are proportional, that is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. This condition must be satisfied by these two planes. Then only those two planes will be parallel to each other. We are going to use this technique to derive the equations of parallel lines. So first we must write the general equation of the two planes, and then from which we have to find out the normals of the respective planes and the normals of DRs of those normal should satisfy the proportionality concept, that is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. We are going to apply these concepts here to find out the equations of parallel planes. So we assume that we take that consider a plane whose general equation is given by ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0. When this is the equation of the first plane from which we can find out the drs of the normal. We already learnt that coefficient of x, coefficient of y, coefficient of z are the drs of the normal. Hence direction ratio of the normal of this plane is ABC. So we got the normal of the first plane. Then we need to find out the normal of the second plane which is parallel to this first planes. Let us assume that the plane parallel to this plane equation, general equation of the second plane is a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 equal to 0. When this is the general form of the equation of the plane means its dr of the direction ratio of the normal of this plane is, as we know very well, coefficient of x, coefficient of y, coefficient of z, that is direction ratio of the normal of this plane is a1, b1 and c1. Now we know the direction ratio of the first plane and second plane. Then it must satisfy, direction ratio of the normals must satisfy the proportional concept, that is a1 by a is equal to b1 by b is equal to c1 by c is equal to k. Since they are direction ratios, this numerical value divided by numerical value will give us a constant. So we assume it as k, from which we can say a1 divided by a is equal to k, from which we can say a1 is equal to a times of k. Similarly, we can write b1 equal to bk, c1 is equal to ck. Now we got the value of a1, b1, c1 in terms of a, b, c. Hence these values a1, b1, c1 value that we derived can be substituted in the second plane equation. So we get this. In the second equation, we are in place of a1 we are substituting ak, in place of b1 we are substituting bk, in place of c1 we are substituting ck, and then we are just taking k as common. Before that we are just transferring this d to the opposite side. You know that it is a constant, we are transferring it to the opposite side, so it becomes minus d1. Then we take k as common from this and then we are bringing it here. So k is already constant, d is a constant, so constant divided by constant will give us one constant. That concept can be represented as mu. That concept has been transferred to the left hand side. So this is the second plane equation. Second plane equation has been taken and it has been rewritten. If you compare this with the first equation, you just check coefficient of x are same, coefficient of y are same, coefficient of z is same. They differ by only constants. So constant. Hence if one plane equation is given means then we can easily write the second plane. That is we have to write whatever is there. These two equations will differ by only constant. If one plane equation is given means we have to write coefficient of x as it is, coefficient of y as it is, coefficient of z as it is. Up to this part, first three terms must be same. Only it differs by constant. Instead of the constant given in the question, we have to write another constant. That constant value, that is the mu, can be calculated based on the information given in the question. I hope you understand how we derive equation of parallel planes. In order to derive the equation of parallel planes, we used the concept that if two planes are parallel means their direction ratios are proportional, that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. We applied that concept here to find the equation of parallel planes. I hope you understand this concept clearly. With this, I am completing the video. In the next video, we will solve problems related to the concepts we learnt. Thank you, students. Thanks for your cooperation.